Meet Aunty Phước, owner of Bun Bo Hue 109 in District 1. Had a bowl there the other day, friendly chat, not knowing who she was talking to, she revealed a little too much. The secret to her recipe in this unassuming bottle behind the counter, which is the reason why your Bun Bo Hue sucks.
He needs some milk.
Cái đó là mắm ruốc.
Với tinh chất á.
Cho em coi.
Chỉ có những cái người nào mà biết á, ở Huế ví dụ như là cô nêm nước này nó không có hôi. Cô nêm cái xét á, vui lắm. Cô người Huế. Cô người Huế. Đây cô bị cô ở nhà cô bệnh tiểu đường nhiều lắm, cô nấu cô không bao giờ có đường.
Cái này mà không có đường.
Không ít đường lắm. 100
Mà nó ngọt được như vậy.
Một xương.
Ngọt
Con
từ
nó
xương.
ngồi tức 15 kg xương lần mà, 5 kg xương không, xương bò lần mà con.
She's just revealed her ratios.
Hello, my name's Leighton. Welcome back to the channel. I'm a chef from Brisbane, Australia, coming to you live from Ho Chi Minh City. Traveled all the way to Vietnam to taste, to experience, and most importantly, to learn from the best. And all it takes is a crumb of knowledge and I'll run a mile with it. Now, when it comes to soups, I know a thing or two. Bun Bo Hue is my #1 dish. I rate it over my pho, which may shock a lot of people since this channel is dedicated to pho. But I thought it's time to diversify the portfolio. I want to start getting into other Vietnamese soups, and I've tasted plenty on this trip so far. So the other day, I was feeling hungry, went for a walk, ended up at this store 50 meters from my hotel on Nguyen, Binh, which is one of the main streets here in District 1. Very unassuming store. We're the only customers, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Auntie served me a bowl that's right up there in the top 1%. And I'm trying very hard to avoid using the word the best, but it is one of the best.
Nếu lỡ thì sao?
Nếu lỡ bà chủ bà chủ thôi, bà chủ đẹp gái thôi.
Cô là chủ. Ok, dạ chào cô. Alright guys, my first Bun Bo Hue on this trip. Oh wow. That is good. Yeah, I like it. Price wise, the price of this bowl 75,000 dong.
If you've been following me for a while, you know my hometown is Sydney, and there's this little known store called Ya Hoi who changed the Bun Bo Hue game. They burst onto the scene when I was in high school and quickly gained the reputation as having the best Bun Bo Hue in Sydney. Their original store in Canley Heights was down the road from my house, and this was the standard I grew up with. So I know a thing or two when it comes to a good Bun Bo Hue. Now, talking about the broth, the all-important broth, it was clean. Okay, there was this distinct taste I've never been able to achieve. And I've tweaked my recipes so many times without ever getting to the same outcome. But I soon found out the reason why. And the longer you've been doing this, you start to know the type of questions to caress the right answers. We got chatting. Aunty Phước, turns out she's from Hue, where Bun Bo Hue originates, and the broth I just tasted is an authentic recipe. And there behind the counter were these unlabeled bottles that could easily have passed off as fish sauce, which is the key to this whole mystery.
Cái này mà mắm ruốc.
Mắm ruốc với tinh chất.
Trời ơi, nó nhìn như là nước mắm.
Cứ mở ra cái đầu cứ ngửi thơm lắm.
Oh, wow.
Tỏi, ớt, chanh, rồi chấm thịt luộc đỏ. Cái này là tinh chất mắm Huế.
Cô có bán chai này riêng không? Hay là
Cái này hàng riêng của cô hả?
Tinh chất Huế này là mấy năm rồi đó. 4, 5 năm rồi.
To help you understand this better, a lot of people on this channel don't know how to cook Bun Bo Hue. They just know how to eat it. Bun Bo Hue has 2 key ingredients, and for some reason, the hotel I'm staying at has these artboards in each room, which I will take full advantage of. So to draw this out to help you understand it, satay and mamrok, or the fine shrimp paste, these are the 2 critical ingredients that give Bun Bo Hue its unique personality and taste. Aunty brings around this bottle of mamrok, encouraging me to open it and smell it, which is kind of odd. And the only problem was, it didn't look like your normal run-of-the-mill grey shrimp paste. This is mamrok denchat, a form of shrimp paste I never knew existed. Okay, it looked more like thirst press olive oil, and the smell was fragrant. Okay, it didn't have the usual stench, and I was blown away. Okay, because every time I've made Bun Bo Hue in the past at my store and I add it to my stock pot, my employees run because it stinks. Now, the implication of using this instead of your normal export quality smelly shrimp paste that you get in Australia or in the US is game changing.
đúng rồi, thơm. Đúng rồi, chai này thơm.
Mấy chỗ kia con nghe nó vui lắm.
Chai này thơm ghê, đúng rồi. Mở ra rất thơm ghê.
Con biết sao về nhà cô lớn thành nó kia nó hôi nồng nặc nhà cũng nổi.
Dạ.
Now the next question, how does one get his sticky little hands on this bottle? Well, it's difficult. You need to know the right people and where to go. But the key takeaway is, if you had access to it, you will automatically elevate your Bun Bo Hue broth and add that X factor, that elusive spin on the broth that no one else has. And of course, the condition is you need to have a good baseline recipe to begin with. You can't just put this into a crap recipe and expect it to come out tasting like peaches and roses. Now, as a comparison, the second bowl of Bun Bo Hue I had in Vietnam was in Vũng Tàu at Bun Bo Hue 1988. Had breakfast here with my uncle. The broth was very ordinary. Okay, the shrimp paste I had on the tables looked very similar to the ones I used back at home, but if we were to compare the two, the broth was no match.
Nó là cái gì vậy? Là mấy cái hũ này không? Cái satay là mấy cái hũ này không?
Dạ dạ.
Second unique selling point of this store is the satay. It had extra crackling in it called top mỡ, a term I've never seen done or used back in Australia. It's very simple, yet adds so much character. The satay is spicy, but when you back it up with the savouriness of the dehydrated pork, it works well as you run into random crackling bits as you're tasting the soup. Ingenious, guys. I saw this again at a Bun Real store I ate at last night. Same deal, top mỡ option. It's definitely one I'm bringing back to Australia and adding to my menu. And that is it, guys. Another quick video, shooting this one on location in Vietnam. And there's a reason why I'm doing a voiceover today, which I'm going to continue doing, as you haven't picked up already by that giant bandage around my head. I'll reveal all in a future video, but let's just say no more comb overs. Hint, hint. So be sure to check out Bun Bo Hue 109 and Aunty Phước next time you're down this part of town. Tell her Leighton sent you. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It helps me out immensely. I'll see you guys in my next one.
Check out this cute dog. Hello. Oh no. We better go.